Hello gamers, it's Chongo here and welcome to This Week in Gaming for the 12th of September. Let's get into the news. The biggest bits of news this week relate to Microsoft. The first part is Microsoft is testing playing Xbox games through a browser on the PC. It is said that these weren't just last generation titles, but this included Xbox One games. This will most likely be using the cloud gaming research project that I talked about a few weeks ago. The system was called DeLorean and it would predict what the player would do and start loading that to prevent lag when streaming games. Playing Xbox games through a browser will still be a long way off since we would need internet speeds and usage to increase before this becomes the future. However, games being streamed from the cloud is likely to become common in the future, much like using the internet to play games is now. The other bit of news that came out about Microsoft this week is Microsoft is rumored to be buying Mojang, the creators of Minecraft, for $2 billion. So this most likely means that there will be no changes to Minecraft that is currently released, but it may mean Microsoft would push for a sequel to Minecraft, which would probably just end up being on Xbox and PC and would see no Sony release. Batman Arkham Knight has received a release date. The game will be released on June 2nd, 2015, but bad news if you're in Japan and wanted to play Batman on an Xbox One, as it appears the game is a PlayStation 4 exclusive for now. This is most likely due to the fact that the Xbox One hasn't had very many sales in Japan and it only released at the start of this month. Also, Destiny, which released this week, was a PlayStation exclusive in Japan. It's a shame that owners of the Xbox One in Japan are missing out on games like this due to low sales. It may take years before some multi-platform games are seen on the Xbox One in Japan. According to a recent study, the carbon footprint of games distribution, downloading video games is worse for the environment than buying them in their physical form. However, this study makes some very questionable assumptions as well as omissions, such as stating emissions from the manufacture of capital equipment including vehicles for transport, the construction of facilities used in manufacturing and distribution, and energy used in running offices used for the management and administration are excluded from the study. This makes it seem like the study was set out just to prove a point instead of trying to accurately find out which produces more carbon. There'll be a link to the study in the description if you wish to read it for yourself. It seems like another publisher may want to launch their own platform for you to buy their games off. Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment filed a trademark last month for something called WB Play. Since the trademark covers online retail stores and services, this has led to some believing that this would be a service much like Steam, Origin, and Uplay, but for Warner Bros. Interactive games. So if this is true, you may need to install yet another piece of software to play a certain game from a certain publisher. Fan art from Team Fortress 2 has been mistaken as US propaganda on Russian state television. The image was shown during a historical documentary. It was said the image was from a World War I poster portraying German soldiers as monsters. So hopefully in the future, if Russia's trying to make the US look bad, they'll get something from the real world instead of a video game. Backers of the failed Kickstarter game Yogventures have received a beta key for the closed beta of EverQuest Landmark. It's good to see Yogscast is trying to give to the backers who effectively paid for nothing when they tried to back Yogventures. Mortal Kombat X has been given a release date. You'll be able to pick it up early next year on April 14th. Dying Light has also been given a release date. The free-running zombie game will be available on January 27th, 2015. If you currently don't own a current-gen console but want to play Destiny right now, Activision has you covered. If you purchase your copy of Destiny digitally on the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, you can upgrade to the next-gen version in the same console family for free. Also, your character on the last-gen consoles transfers over to the next-gen system. Will Ferrell has challenged gamers to raise money for Cancer for College and donategamers.org. Will Ferrell's SuperMegaBlastMax Gamer Challenge is on Indiegogo and needs to reach a goal of $375,000. If you donate at least $10, you have a chance to win flights for 2 to San Francisco and hotel stay, as well as get to play video games with Will Ferrell for 2 hours, which will be streamed live on Twitch. There are many other bonuses to making a donation, such as receiving Twitch Turbo for a month, Amazon Game Credit, and more. There will be a link in the description if you're interested in checking out the campaign or donating to the campaign. This brings me to the end of This Week in Gaming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments on this week's news, leave it down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. See you next time.